I've made a video about this in the past, but I think it's really important to reiterate this at least once a year, so that way the people that are new to the Pokemon franchise can stay on high alert, so they are not bamboozled by this creature that they should never have to look at. And that creature is Bruxish, one of the worst Pokemon of all time, and I still cannot believe it made the cut to get into Gen 9 when so many other Pokemon that deserve the spot, aka every other Pokemon in the Pokédex, didn't get in over it. Now, a lot of people will sit here and tell you that Bruxish is actually a really cool Pokemon because it's based off of the flag of Hawaii, or because it has Christmas colors as it's shiny. And it's like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and tell you that that's all a load of bullshit. Bruxish is an ugly ass Pokemon with shitty stats, and on top of that, its mouth is stupid. I think it is by far one of the worst Pokemon ever created, and I think whoever designed it had very clearly done a boatload of drugs prior to actually putting the pen to the paper to draw that, because I can't imagine anyone who's sober would ever take a look at that final design and say, well, that's great, I guess. I've been considering doing an entire series on the Pokédex, just giving my overall opinion on the designs of every Pokemon, but I think it's important to start with Bruxish instead of the actual beginning of the Pokédex, if I were to ever do that, because it has to be known that Bruxish is the worst Pokemon. I will never forget back in the day opening Sun and Moon base set. This is, again, back when Gen 7 had first come out. When I was playing the card game pretty seriously back then as well, I used to play a lot of sit-down Pokemon back then. I cannot tell you how many Bruxishes, or however, whatever the plural is of it, I had pulled. And then you have to look at it on the 3DS screen too, which made it even worse. And to make it even worse, it just looked so bad with those 3DS graphics. Like, it somehow looked worse than the rest of the Pokemon. And I don't think that's necessarily because the 3DS had bad graphics, but I think that there's just no actual art form that can translate that abomination to something good. It is just a terrible design. It's got some terrible colors. It's got a stupid mouth. I said that already, but its mouth is just really stupid. And there's so many better looking fish Pokemon than this one that it should be embarrassed to exist. And that's even coming, like, with coming at it with some of the really, really ugly ones. For instance, like Feebas. And you know something? I don't even think Feebas is that ugly of a fish, because at least it's not a Bruxish. Like, it's crazy to me that anybody could like this Pokemon, or that it could be low, and what even blows my mind even more is that it could be somebody's favorite Pokemon. That's just embarrassing, and I really would just feel really bad for someone who said that to me, because I know that something clearly is not right if they were lying, saying something like that, because there's no way that it could ever be liked by anyone. That being said, big stupid fish, don't care what it's based off of, didn't ask, and that's really it. I hate it. I'm always going to hate it. It's one of the worst Pokemon ever made and designed, and the fact that it keeps getting cards to this day is crazy. The fact that it keeps getting anything to this day. I wish Pokemon would just put a blank spot in the Pokédex where it was, because that would be more appealing to look at than what we got. And that's going to be it for today's video. This is going to be a little short rant about the worst Pokemon ever made. If you liked what you saw, hit the like button down below. Hit the subscribe button. Helps me out a ton. I'll catch you guys in the next video. And that's about it. See ya.